the premiere of a film called The Lesser Blessed.
This is after the Lesser Blessed screening that we just saw. I'm not going to give too much away, but I am going to say it was pretty freaking amazing.
We have Chloe Rose.
This is the second time I've appeared on these vlogs.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. Any of you guys know her from Degrassi? We want to know, who do you play in Lesser Blessed, and how is your character incorporated into the plot?
I play a character named Juliet Hope, and she is the love interest of the main character. It's a coming-of-age story, but also a nice little love story between.
Juliet Hope has the eyes of an angel. She could suck a man dry with those eyes.
We have a Degrassi alum right here. Hello. We're here with Spencer. Can you tell everybody a little bit about what your part was in the film?
The main character is named Larry Soul. He's just a kid going through high school trying to live his life. And I don't have much of a relationship with Larry. I'm just, my character's name is Kevin. And he just goes to school with Larry. They don't really talk much, but they're not really close friends either.
You are kind of like a catalyst, you know, your group of friends, you know? You have like a real, strong connection to Larry's story.
We like to pick on Larry. We kind of make fun of him a little.
Which is funny because
How would you say the transition going from filming television into a film was different for you?
oh, it makes a huge difference. Television's really fast. Degrassi, especially, we shoot we shoot 4 episodes in 11 days, which is unheard of. And with a movie, there's, you have a lot more time to spend talking about the characters, learning about their lives. Anita was very patient. We have all the time in the world. Really, she wants it to be perfect. Whereas TV, it's like, time is money, and we need to get going. So you need to be there with your lines ready, and always. It's just a different experience. Not one isn't better than the other.
There's a time where I used to bully Celine Dion. I honestly had a role in a CBC movie where I was the bully of Celine Dion when she was a little girl. So it was the second time I got to be a bully. It was so much fun bullying Larry because I was just around so many people, like Jacob and stuff, and Adam and everyone.
Which must have been fun.
It was so much fun. We were just picking on him so much.
Now, obviously, you've done work on Degrassi, you've done this movie. What can you say is the real big difference between working TV and film?
Oh my goodness. Degrassi specifically is just, they shoot really fast. It's like you get your sides, you learn them right away, and you film it right away. I felt that this movie took its time a little, because Jacob and I weren't in that movie much, but we were up there for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, up in Sudbury, not doing much at all. And I feel it took its time, which was really great, actually, in the long run.
Do you have a preference over what you'd rather do, or do you kind of like the experience of having both?
You know what? I think I enjoyed Lesser Blessed a little more, just because of the company.
Yeah.
Just because I get to be with so many more friends. And there's Jacob way down there. Get over here, there he is. I've created this family with all these people. It's just so much fun, people I'm still in contact with. And that after, even a year after, I still get to see and hang out with.
That's great. And I'm sure as an actor, too, it's a great process to have kind of more of a lengthy time to get to know your character.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
And as we know, the film is based off of the novel by Richard VanWyck. Was there anything that you were able to pull specifically from the literature when you were preparing for the role?
Juliet is really different in the book compared to the movie. You see a little bit more of her from a different, you see it still from her perspective, but a little bit more, it's less teenage boy, less sex, sorry, but that's the way it is. It's interesting because I got to talk with Richard VanWyck, and Juliet's loosely based on a few people that he used to, look up to. We were just going in to film a scene at the dance, and he was like, there's this girl, and at the dance, no one would start dancing until she was on the dance floor, and that had something to do with Juliet, and I was like, that's so weird that a teenage girl can have that much power over. So that was really interesting to speak with the author about exactly who Juliet is.
Now, what do you think that young people, or people in general, really can take from this movie?
I think a lot of people can relate to this movie. Because there's times where Larry just seems like the odd man out, and I feel a lot of people can fill his shoes. They can really understand what he's going through at the time. There's always a time in your life where you feel just alone, when you're alone and helpless and you don't understand the world, no one understands you. That's exactly what we're seeing in this film.
Sitting in the theater with your director, I think we felt that this was a really important project to her. So what would you say is the most important thing that viewers can take from this film?
Right. I think it has a different thing for everyone. It's a really like lovely journey, and everyone feels isolated at some point in their life, and I think that's what, you know, Larry is going through the most.
Fort Simmer, Northwest Territories. Been here since my accident. Not much to do if you're not into booze or sports.
You fall in love with each of the characters. You might, you know, maybe like the bad guy, or you might only love. Yeah. You just fall in love with each of their stories, realize that everyone's human at the end of the day. It has so many layers, and I've seen it 3 times, and I took something completely different away from it today, and I was in it. It is opening in Montreal, Edmonton, Vancouver, I think, and Ottawa. Thank you. And Winnipeg.
Yes.
There we go. Go see it, look it up, or at least, you know, spread the word. It's a great film, and it deserves some recognition.
Everybody, if you can't see it, if you're not in Canada and it's not playing right now, Bayou, tweet about it, because it's a really great movie. And if you are in Canada, get your butts to a movie theater and come see this, please. Okay.
Don't turn your back. Don't be scared.